Hello. I'm cold. Oh, hi, kitty. I didn't want to forget it because I wanted to start talking about. It's like 7 something in the morning. Sorry, I just opened my eyeballs. And I didn't want to forget what I dreamt about yesterday, or just a minute ago, it felt like. That's gonna be distracting, buddy. Can you play with that over here? Here, play with it over here. Come on. There you go. Alright, sorry. My bad. But damn, what a weird dream. Oh gosh, sorry, it's cold. I haven't even spoke this morning yet. But anyway, so, I don't know what the hell I was thinking about last night, but Jesus, what a weird, I always have weird dreams though, so like, what am I talking about? I was, it started somewhere in like a school, which was a very dirty school, like, like, dirty as in like, I don't know, it reminded me of like an old, like, I can't even, it's almost like the school was laid, well no, it was laid out like a school in a way. Yeah, it's pretty much laid out like a school. But when it started, I was just in the school. I don't ever remember going home. I couldn't remember even in dream. I would think about, I would be like, did I get here on the bus? I'd be like, did I drive here? And it's funny because I used to have this like Audi convertible. And for some reason in the dream, that was the car that I had. So I guess I must miss that car. But I was like, did I drive here? You know, in the Audi? And I was just like, couldn't think of it. And whenever I tried to like actually leave the school to like walk out, there was a front, you know, assembly area or whatever. What am I talking about? Sorry, I literally just woke up. I didn't want to forget because this is what I do every morning. I forget. I didn't even have coffee yet. But, yeah. So, every time I tried to walk out the doors in front, it was like, I had on these like heavy like boots. I don't know, like old school kind of like goth boots. I don't know why. The rest of me was dressed, normally. I mean, I think I was wearing some type of dress with tights underneath, like I usually wear. And, I mean, but for some reason I had these, like, huge, like, the heel was, like, this big on them, but, like, thick, you know, goth boots. And, every time I tried to leave the school, my boots would, like, get so heavy I couldn't even walk, and I'd be struggling, and I'd struggle, and I'd keep trying to walk to the door, and eventually I just collapsed on my knees because I just struggled until I couldn't. And so, but as soon as I turn around, it's like I forgot that happened, because I realize that now, apparently, for some reason. But, I go to class. I have weird classes. I don't remember some of my other teachers. Specifically, though, one of my teachers was MELANIE MARTINEZ, which I wasn't singing any of her songs yesterday. I was thinking about singing, I guess, but because we were talking about it, but I don't know. For some reason, that was one of my teachers, and I don't think it was really like an actual learning class. It was like, it was supposed to be, but she was like a member of faculty or something. So, oh, my coffee's done. I want my coffee. But, not in her classes. I was, in this class, it was weird, like, I guess you could pick whatever seat you really wanted, but I was, like, going around and, like, cleaning off seats. Like, I was, like, a freaking, like, goody two-shoes, kind of, because I also had a really bad memory, like, kind of like I do in real life, which is funny, because I felt kind of the same as I do in real life a lot of times, in a lot of instances, but it was really bad, because, I mean, like I said, I couldn't even remember how I got there. I mean, it was a dream, but, you know what I mean, whatever. So, anyway, I was, at the, I was in one of my classes, and I started making friends, and my friends were great. Like, I was playing video games, like, online, like I just kind of started doing, but so, like, my friends from online, I'd be in, like, I must have used, like, a real avatar picture of myself or something, like, and so I'd come to school and they'd be like, oh my god, like, you're so easy to recognize because of your damn hair. And I was just like, what? I don't know you. Leave me alone. Because it was, I mean, there was one girl, but most of them were guys. Guys I don't know, weird dream people. But it's weird because normally dream people you don't recognize have no faces. Like, in reality, like, when you try to think back on them, you're like, I don't really remember what they look like. But I can remember what these people look like. So I, like, take my seat in class, and this one guy turns around, he's like, so that was fun last night playing this game and, like, talking, and we're like, and I'm just like, yeah. And then I was like, I felt something, like, wiggle in my pocket, and I, like, looked down, and I remembered, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I accidentally brought my tiny kitten to school. It's, like, this small. And I was like, it needs to be with me at all times. Like, I hold the kitten all day, and sometimes it goes in my little pocket and chills out, and sometimes for some classes like gym, it goes in my locker, which probably sounds terrible, but I mean, when you're stuck somewhere, I don't know, you do what you gotta do, I guess. But I guess it was okay, because, I mean, I think it survived the whole dream. Maybe not, though, because I'll tell you the ending. But, anyway, so I'm trying to think back. There was so much to this dream. Like, so much. Actually, it was the MELANIE Martinez teacher. She was like, hey, she was like, because I painted my cell phone case into, like, a really pretty, like, pattern, and she was like, hey, why don't you, paint the wall of my classroom? Like, I want that done, you know? I want to just do whatever you want, and I had, like, a scene picked out, like, days later, and, you know, I had other stuff to do, because apparently, like, I feel like I went home, like, after school sometimes, so I was like, but I couldn't remember it, and when I came to school, I'd forget things, like, if I went home, or how I got to school if I tried to think about it, or even outside, if I tried to think about going outside, and I still had the cat, which I remember telling somebody, they were like, why do you have this, nobody else has this kitten, and I was like, I don't know, she got put in with the regular cats, and it was clearly some kind of, like, little Bengal kitten type deal, because that's what I have, and I was like, and I need to take care of it, but I'm telling you, super, super small, like, miniature, and, so it was very easy to, like, keep with me, but some classes I couldn't have it, because gym class. And so anyway, like days go by and Melanie Martinez teacher is like, she's like mad at me, and I'm like, what? Why are you being mean to me? And I don't know if her class was art class or not, honestly. It could have been, it could have very well been art class, but I don't remember. I remember seeing her go into like the teacher's lounge sometimes when I was walking around the school. I remember seeing her, she went into, I don't know. Like the school was really weird and dirty, but I don't know why. It was like the carpets were dirty. Like there was often this green purse in my dream that followed me around. Like when I go to sit in my desk, it would be like on my seat, and I'd be like, I'd look at it and I'd open it and it'd be empty, and I'd be like, why is this here? And I just like toss it aside because I got pissed, I guess, after a while. I was like, this isn't mine, everybody. Like, I don't want it. Stop it. So, and finally I remember one of the guys was like, here, and like hands it to me. And I was like, what? He was like, I told you, this isn't mine. Leave me alone. And he was like, oh. He's like, well, whose is it then? And I was like, I don't know. Like, what a weird thing to be stuck on in a dream. But I got stuck on it for a while. Nothing ever came from it that I can imagine. It was like brand new too. It was like some weird green, like fake alligator type looking, I don't know, something I would